मैं वापस इंडिया आया और नर्मदा आंदोलन के विषय पे मेरी उस टाइम जो मेरी बीबी थी वो शी वाज डूइंग PhD on issues arising out of the opposition to the dam. Okay, so I started working with the movement and simultaneously then started playing with Indian Ocean and doing all kinds of things because there was no money. Actually, I decided to make music a full-time career only by the time I was possibly 32 or 33. Okay, so I came back from the US having got my PhD. I was slightly short of 27 years of age. And I spent some time with the Andolan and I spent some time playing music. And it must have been only around 93 or 94 that I decided, by the time I was 31, 32, that I will follow music as a passion. अब यार बंगाली मिडिल क्लास के लिए अमेरिका छोड़ के इंडिया वापस आए हैं तो परम गला है, तो दूसरा तेरे पास नौकरी भी नहीं है तो बेकार है. So of course my parents' relatives had things to say, more my mother's side than my father's side. My father's side, they were like, wow, you're with the Andolan, how nice, it must be so much fun. Because my dad's side had taken part in the freedom struggle. And for them, this was yet another aspect of the continuing freedom struggle. That the struggle is against, what would I say, injustice. And that it's okay. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a job, and it doesn't matter. And my parents themselves, they were quite cool with it. You know, my father would sometimes say, oh, there's a job opening here, do you want to apply? And I would say, nah. I would say, okay. So the parents and immediate family was cool. क्योंकि यार मैंने अपना सेफ्टी नेट बना लिया था ना, ये भी तो सोचो, मेरे पास कॉर्नेल से PhD है. मान लो मैंने 5 साल कुछ नहीं किया, अपनी जिंदगी बर्बाद कर दी, उसके बाद भी तो मेरे को नौकरी मिल जाएगी ना उस बलबूते. That's why getting a safety net is like a lot of young people ask me, you know, I want to do music, but my parents want me to go to college. Like, go to college, man. Get a safety net. Because things like music, sports, any non-conventional career, let me say, has no built-in success. So I think it's important to get kind of safety net, and I'm conventional in that sense. That I'll say, yaar, kar le. और थोड़ा पढ़ाई भी कर ले, अच्छा है दुनिया के बारे में कुछ जानना. I was not a founding member. I joined Indian Ocean a year after it was made. I heard a scratch recording that they had done, and I said, wow, this is fantastic. So I started playing with Indian Ocean around, say, March or April 1991. Till then, by then Indian Ocean was already a band. Okay, recording the first album, we were so stupid and we were so young and we were so unaware of what all is required for a recording. अब ना लहराते हुए कलकत्ते पहुंच गए HMV के स्टूडियो में कि ये एल्बम रिकॉर्ड. It's very difficult experience, and we learned a lot. And I'm afraid to say that the first album's production quality, when I hear it today, it makes me cringe. So yeah, it was a learning process, tough one. The product was not that great. And but obviously I'm glad it happened because it was the first of many. पैसा एक बहुत अजीब चीज. Okay, make a living define करो. You know, if Ambani still wants to make money, यार, कि इंसान के लिए there is no enough. हैं? कि कोई IIT का स्टूडेंट है और कहता है यार मेरे को ना 70 लाख का पैकेज मिला है. हाँ, 4 साल बीटेक करने के बाद उसको 70 लाख रुपए मिलते हैं. और एक डिपार्टमेंट का ड्राइवर है जो 50 साल काम करने के बाद भी 20,000 25,000 रुपए का कमा रहा है महीने में. They are both going to make a living. So your relationship with money, I think, defines a lot of what you do become ultimately, right? I was really poor in the beginning. So when I came back from the US, I had with me a glorious total of $1,800 US, which I had saved as a grad student. which thanks to liberalization actually quadrupled in value. So I had $1,800 into 32 in the bank. I was earning virtually nothing. So a man does a lot of things to stay. Mercifully, I lived with my parents. Okay. So boarding and lodging was taken care of. But you know, you're still, and I was married, and mercifully, हमारे दिमाग में man must feed his wife वाला फंडा टाइप नहीं था. Wife can feed man ठीक है, you know. So both my wife and I were broke, and I used to live on 10 rupees a day, man. You could back then. If you walked and took the bus and ate 1.5 रुपए के छोले भटूरे and 30 पैसे की चाय और 50 पैसे की बस, तो 10 रुपए में चल जाता था by and large. And I would do a lot of things to make money. So there's a shop called People Tree in Connaught Place. I used to sell books at that shop. So I used to manage the People Tree bookstore. It's an alternate bookstore. माता के जागरण में मैं बेस गिटार बजाता था. 250 रुपए पीपल ट्री में किताबें और वर्ल्ड वाइल्ड लाइफ फंड से थोड़ा मेरे को फंडिंग मिलता था और आर्टिकल लिख के और ये करके रिव्यू करके फलाना कर कुरा के किसी तरह पैसा जोड़ता था. Then I used to play with another band while I was playing with Indian Ocean as well. That band used to play like rock and pop covers of English songs, and I used to make some money from there. So you try and make whatever you can from here and there. हाथ पैर मारता है इंसान. मगर I mean, now obviously I earn so much more than I earned back then. I'm trying to tell you that the equation between income and happiness is a dubious one in my head, even now. I'm not saying that it's good to be poor. Please, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that money is not necessarily what makes you happy. So you can make a living and consider 10,000 rupees a month to be a living and be happy. And you can make a living and get 50,000 rupees a month and be unhappy. And you can make it. So, you know, it's in your head. And of course, in your, as the previous question asked, in your relative's head and your neighbor's head and your, you know, your peer's head. Like my friends used to take such good care of me. जब मैं पैसे नहीं कमाता था, मेरे दोस्त मेरे को कहते राहुल तू अच्छा काम कर रहा है यार, तू करते जा, आजा मेरे घर तेरे को दारू पिलाता हूं. So they took good care of me. My family obviously supported me, and that's how I managed, by not having great expectations. And you know, consuming, I'm not a consumerist, frankly. I don't go for material things really. गाड़ी चाहिए, नए कपड़े चाहिए, गाड़ी, मोटरसाइकिल, कुछ नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. What I need to live, that's enough. So I think that also helps. That attitude. I don't feel bad if I can't buy new clothes. I don't care. मेरे कपड़े इतने मैं चीथड़ों तक पहनता हूँ ना. I'll tell you something fascinating. I went to play in IIT Guwahati in 2004. They gave us t-shirts. I still have that t-shirt. Okay, so जैसे वो होता है ना जो जमादार जो आता है कि सर कपड़े दे दो, तो मैं उसे कहता था भाई देख ऐसे हैं मेरे कपड़े, जो यहाँ से फटा हुआ, कहता चाहिए, कहता नहीं साहब आप रखो. तो इच्छा अगर नहीं है ना कंज्यूम करने की, तो काफी कम में चल जाता है मामला. और क्या होता है कि मैं एक I'll give you a throwaway thing, that when we were really poor, my wife and I would save up money to go out and eat at a restaurant once in 3 months. Butter chicken te naan. और वो इतना एंजॉय करते थे हम. और आज जो मैं हर दिन बटर चिकन खा सकता हूं अगर मेरे को खाना है, मुझे इच्छा ही नहीं. सी कॉलेज में लोग म्यूजिक क्रिएट नहीं करते हैं खास, जहां तक मेरा ख्याल है, एटलीस्ट मेरे टाइम पे तो नहीं करते थे, कॉपी करते. They do versions of other people's songs. They don't make their own music, frankly. So at that time, it's more about acquiring skills and learning how to copy somebody well. But what you do learn at that time is how to get along with other musicians, which is a very important part of life. You know, कि दूसरे लोगों के साथ बजा के किसी चीज को सुंदर करना और अपनी ईगो को कंट्रोल में रखना, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ना. ये सिर्फ म्यूजिक के लिए नहीं, पर पूरी जिंदगी के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. हाउ टू वर्क विद अदर्स एंड कीप योर ईगो अंडर कंट्रोल while still maintaining your space and self-respect, right? It's all these things that are done when you're playing with somebody else. So I think that's the college part. For a movie, there is a script, there is a visual, there is a director, there is a producer, there is a lyrics writer, there is a situation. So imagine one by one your degrees of freedom are being taken away. Okay, so you have an n-dimensional space with n variables, and one by one your DFs are taken away. And so the degrees of freedom are substantially reduced for a movie. Whereas when you're making a song for yourself, the only degrees of freedom you take away are the ones your head makes you take. If you are making the song for yourself and not saying कि यार आजकल ना पंजाबी चल रहा है, पंजाबी गाना बनाते हैं, you know, that is something that you don't laugh. I'm telling you, a lot of people come up to me and saying, sir, मेरे को ना, I'm a singer. Okay, what do you like singing? Sir, I can sing anything. मैं कहा ठीक है यार, what do you like singing? ये तो बता. नहीं sir, anything. कैसा आदमी है यार? Anything का क्या मतलब है? Will you sing Mahaganapatim like MS Subbalakshmi? नहीं सर, तो फिर anything मत बोला करना. So they don't know what they are good at, or they don't even know that they should focus on what they like. But if you like rap, तो rap गाओ ना यार. Desperation में ये मत बोलो कि मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. अब आप प्रोफेशनली जाके देखोगे तो सुखविंदर सिंह को जो गाना गाने को कहते हैं, अरिजीत सिंह को वो गाना गाने को नहीं कहते, क्योंकि वो जानते कि उनकी कैपेबिलिटीज अलग फील्ड्स में, सिंगिंग में. सो when you make music for yourself, it just flows with your band and you make the music. To me, that's the biggest freedom. So, you know, the movie constraints, you know, sometimes the bloody hero will say he doesn't like the song. Abhi, tu kaun hai yaar? But this is the truth in today's world. If you listen to FM radio, so there'll be this some idiot RJ saying, और ये लीजिए सलमान खान का लेटेस्ट सॉन्ग. सलमान खान का लेटेस्ट सॉन्ग नहीं है. सलमान खान ने कुछ नहीं किया उस गाने के लिए. सलमान खान का लेटेस्ट सॉन्ग. The other thing they do is RJs. लीजिए इस सुपर हिट गाने का वर्ल्ड प्रीमियर. अबे वर्ल्ड प्रीमियर है तो सुपर हिट कैसे है? How can it be a world premiere of a super hit song? It is impossible. It can be one or the other. Mutually exclusive sets. No overlap in any Venn diagram. Look, the sound of Indian Ocean was partly there. I didn't make it. Okay. Like I told you, I joined after they had already made a scratch. And so for that, credit should go to the guitar player and the tabla player, Shushmit and Oshim, who started it. That Shushmit wanted to play the guitar, but had heard Indian classical and loved what was happening. Okay, in the classical, like, so no classical training, but वो sound सुन के यार मजा आ रहा है उसके दिमाग में था. Oshim काफी सारा folk और भजन और भक्ति गीत और ये सब वो सब जानता था, और percussion player था और गाता था. और वो साथ में ऐसे ही बैठ के जैम करते करते एक ऐसा साउंड निकला जो पहले नहीं था. Like, you know, frankly, Bollywood breaks more barriers than any other kind of music. तुम सोचो ना, Bollywood, मतलब people have a tendency to look down. You don't look, please don't. Bollywood has brought more outside influences to the ears of Indians than any other form of music. Seriously, तुम R.D. बर्मन का गाना सुनो, उसमें यार rhythm pattern कोलंबियन फोक से आ रहा है, कॉर्ड पैटर्न कहीं अमेरिकी रॉक से आ रहा है, और लिरिक्स अपने हिंदी में है, ट्यून मेलोडी पता नहीं क्या है, अरेंजमेंट अनोखा है. So it was no surprise that people making music at that time who had not already closed their mind to the possibilities of मिश्रण. जैसे होते हैं ना कि मैं सिर्फ क्लासिकल सुनता हूँ, शास्त्रीय संगीत के अलावा और कुछ नहीं सुनता हूँ. तो बंद मत करो, अपने दिमाग को खोल दो. जब तो अपना दिमाग खुल जाता है तो जो भी तुम सुनते हो तो वो तुम्हारे म्यूजिक के एक्सप्रेशन में आ जाएगा. That's how the Indian Ocean sound kind of happened, and this is the one thing I think Indian Ocean can be proud of, that we made a unique, new, separate sound, which till today is identifiable. You know, you hear something and you say, "Ooh, that's Indian Ocean." Now that is something that bands die for. Floyd has a unique sound. Tull has a unique sound. There are some bands which you listen like Led Zepp has a unique sound, I think. You listen to them and you know instantly, "Arey, ye hai." It's not like we have gone on a tour of India and said, "Yaar, उड़ीसा का एक गाना ले ले, और झारखंड का एक गाना ले ले, और राजस्थान का एक," ऐसा नहीं किया. Not interested. Things that came into our lives, became part of our lives and got expressed. And then the other stuff, जो अपने आप ओरिजिनली निकला, सब कुछ सुन सन के ही निकला होगा. तो ये इंडियन ओशन ने ऐसे अपना साउंड कोट एंड कोट मैनेज किया. तो हमने 4 एल्बम 5 एल्बम बनाए, कंपनियों के लिए या फिल्म के लिए, किसी और के लिए. हमारा छठा एल्बम हमने कहा कि यार इसको ना हम किसी म्यूजिक कंपनी को नहीं देंगे, हम फ्री में बांटेंगे. ठीक है, we will give it free because anyway by it. So this is, I think, the year 2013 or so, I think, or 12 or 11 or something like that. Music sales of CDs has essentially stopped. Okay, already it had stopped. So releasing an album means what? कोई CD खरीदने नहीं वाला. तो हमने कंपनी को जाके बोला कि देखो भैया, उल्टा है मामला कि हम इसको फ्री में बांटेंगे, आप स्पॉन्सर करोगे. And that's where Johnny Walker came into the picture. Do you know we made more money, frankly, by giving our music away for free to the listeners? The company sponsored us because the company felt that the overlap of our listeners and their products, there is some overlap. And we said we will do X shows at a reduced cost for you. So we got to do shows which we got paid for. That became part of the entire sponsorship package. Their sponsorship helped pay for our production, recording, etc., 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 etc. And essentially, we got to do a tour all over India to publicize our new album, which we'd never gotten with any of the other albums. The Rolling Stone cover, it feels damn good. In fact, we managed to get discounts at a music shop in California, of all things, by showing them the Rolling Stones cover. They're like, "Oh wow, you guys, oh man, you were on Rolling Stones in India. Hey, that's great. Come on, give these guys a discount. Hey, you know." So, काम करके वापस आ रहे हो यार मेट्रो में, और somebody said, "Are you Mr. Rahul Ram?" And I'm like, वो कौन है? में हमने जो म्यूजिक किया, तो आमिर खान आया हमारे स्टूडियो में, करोल बाग में, दिल्ली में. वो बात करके वो निकल गया. जाते जाते some kid outside bumped into him and said, "Amir uncle, autograph." Amir autograph देके निकल गया. अगले दिन भी आना था उसको, क्योंकि आमिर खान आ रहा था, हमने बाहर जनरेटर लगा रखा था कि यार बिजली बहुत जाती है करोल बाग. You know, there were 500 people outside that bloody gate the next day, man. And the first day when he had come with these like bodyguards, okay? These big, tough-looking, big guys. And we were wondering, yaar, ye kya hai? Isko kya hai? And the next day we understood why he needs those guys. So those big guys stood outside the gate while Ami did his shit with us. And then when he was leaving, they actually surrounded him till he managed to get into his car. People were on the bonnet. People were refusing to let go. I mean, who wants that? That is famous. And I'm sure it's a horrible feeling. Because gaya na, tu jaake raste pe golgappa nahi kha sakta. Khatam. Over. That part of your life has come to a screeching halt. ऐसी तैसी लास्ट ईयर ही नहीं है, ऐसी तैसी शुरू हुआ था मई 2000 या अप्रैल 2014 में. So 2014 7 shows, 2015 10 shows, 2016 11 shows, 2017 17 shows, 2018 6 shows, 2019 15 shows. So ऐसी तैसी I have already done about 60 odd shows. So ऐसी तैसी is a political commentary satire group, I would say. Stand-up comedy के अंडर आते हैं हम, मगर it's not always funny, but it's always hard-hitting. So the way it started off is that I knew Rajora from about 6 years before Aisi Taisi started. So I had watched him in a film because he's acted for a film the friend of mine was directing. And I went and saw the film, and then this friend of mine suddenly said, yaar, Rajora is doing some stand-up. And stand-up had just about started. So I'm talking 2008 or something. जाके सुने, मैंने कहा हाँ यार जाके सुनते. And it was amazing because at that time, you know, it was like one of those open mic things. बाकी सब लोग अंग्रेजी में बोल रहे थे, number one. Number two, they were using the same Western tropes. रजोड़ा आया, उसने हिंदी में बोला और उसने तो मतलब he just hit it out of the park. Okay, so he said कि मैं ना software कूली हूँ. And then he had a whole thing about software cooling. It was hilarious. So I was talking to Rajora after the show and I said, man, listen, a lot of what he was saying, I was imagining like songs, actual songs, that Bollywood songs, you know, that kind of illustrate what you're saying. He said, अरे सर कौन गाएगा? मैंने कहा यार मैं गाऊंगा यार. कहता है आप तो गाओगे, ठीक है ठीक है. करके बात खत्म हो गई. Suddenly in April 2014 he calls me and said, सर याद है आपने बोला था आप गाओगे, तो मैं और वरुण कुछ कर रहे हैं, तो करोगे आप? अब वरुण से मैं तब तक मिला ही नहीं था, but वरुण के काम से मिला था. So this filmmaker had come to us who made a documentary film on power theft in Kanpur. So Varun's work, कटियाबाज में उसने एक गाना लिखा था और हमने वो गाने के लिरिक्स पढ़ के हमने बोला यार ये किसने लिखा है, बहुत अच्छा लिखा है. They said Varun Grover. So the name stuck. And then I went to, weirdly enough, sing a song for Anu Malik for a film called Dam Laga Ke Haisha. तो उसमें भी लिरिक्स वरुण ने लिखे थे. तो मैं वरुण के काम से पहले मिला था, वरुण से मिला ही नहीं था. In fact, I met Varun physically for the first time on the day ATD did their first show. So before that, but I knew that, you know, it'll be fun no matter what happens. And we had no idea that this would go on. We thought कि यार एक दो show करते हैं, बस. अब वो, it worked so well and we were having so much fun. And see, I'm a very political guy. So that's why Aisi Taisi democracy is politics. And not by political, I don't just mean this Rajniti business. I mean development, the politics of development, the notion of development. I mean the politics of our families, our society, the hypocrisies that are there. So that's what Aisi Taisi Democracy does, and that's why we three work so well together, because roughly our worldviews conflict. And then this whole thing of music, well, it started off with making parody versions of songs, which all of us do. But this is more political thing, and then I started making some originals as part of the whole thing. So that's how it's been. We just have a ball. Lockdown ने सब कुछ को थप्पड़ मार दिया. Released one song in the first week of in the first week of April during the lockdown. And then we realized that actually, no, we need to have some video-ish stuff around it. So we have 5 more songs waiting to be released. Everything is ready, but we are not. And then the exciting news for us is that the old Kandisa album is being re-released as an LP, because suddenly LPs are making a comeback. Yes. Apart from that, all projects are on hold now. I think in the foreseeable future, at least 6 months more, I'm not going to earn anything from live shows. So what we are doing is we are thinking of doing online concerts where we all get together as a band and play online. Not this कि मैं अपने घर से और अमित अपने घर से, वो बड़ा unsatisfying है. क्योंकि उसमें lag भी साथ में तो कर ही नहीं सकते हो. वो कुछ करता है, फिर तुम कुछ करते हो, और तुम्हारे घर पे नाम, मतलब मैं बेस प्लेयर यार, बेस गिटार ही नहीं है घर पे मैं, और वैसे भी फोन पे बेस गिटार तो रद्दी की तरह निकलता है, कुछ निकलता ही नहीं है. तो हम एक साथ मिलके शो करने वाले हैं, अगस्त में करेंगे और होपफुली सितंबर में 1-2 करेंगे ऑनलाइन. So that's, and then try and release those other songs. Those are the 2 things on the top of our minds right now. As Indian Ocean, as Aisi Taisi, again, not very happy to do a show with me here and Rajora there and Varun there. It's just that, and especially for comedy, comic timing, a lot depends on audience response. No audience can response in a hurry, so you have to make up your own sense of, टाइमिंग. सो मैंने वरुण को बोला कि यार मैं तो कर रहा हूँ, तू क्यों हिचकिचा रहा है? कहता है सर आप अकेले कमरे में बैठ के गाना गा सकते हो, मैं अकेले कमरे में बैठ के जोक सुनाऊंगा, मैं कितना गधा लगूंगा. ये तो बात है. I actually last few months of lockdown taught me what a semi-retired life might be like. And it's not bad, man. You don't get up to an alarm clock. Otherwise, I have been 3:30 बजे अलार्म उठता है यार, सवेरे उठो, एयरपोर्ट जाओ, प्लेन पकड़ो, दूसरे शहर में पहुंचो, होटल जाओ, 2 घंटे की नींद करो, फिर जाके साउंड चेक करो, फिर शो करो, फिर 11 बजे सो जाओ, फिर 4:30 बजे उठ जाओ, फिर अगले शहर में जाओ. So it becomes quite something. So the fact that I haven't had to essentially wake up to an alarm for 5 months has been an amazing blessing for me. Okay, I love it. But I am woken up by the dog saying, chalo, chalo, bahar le, chalo, 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 kya kar rahe ho, kya kar rahe ho? Let's go out, let's go out. Oh, food. So, I've been enjoying myself. I've been cooking a bit, which is great. I've been wasting inordinate amounts of time playing Sudoku and Solitaire, which I'm sure all of you are familiar with. The pleasures of wasting time when you should be doing other things. Especially with these lousy games, man. I don't know what the hell. Okay, and the piano. So my wife's mother used to own a piano. That piano has come home. It's a 100-year-old German piano. So we have all loved having the piano at home. Yeah, actually. Here we go. मैं, विपिन और आयशा तीनों we used to fight for piano space in the lockdown. कि नहीं मेरी बारी, नहीं मेरी बारी, बच्चों की तरह लड़ते थे हम. And Vipin, who had never touched a piano in his life before that, had become like totally fascinated by it. So he had never ever seen a piano, ever. And now he's busy playing minor sevenths and major sevenths and things like that. I did my BSc from Stephens. अब दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी से डायरेक्ट IIT कानपुर आना तो ऐसा लगता है कि तुम कहाँ आ गए हो यार. हाँ, because like socially and in a lot of other aspects, there is no comparison, frankly. But academically, IIT Kanpur is the toughest place I have ever been to. Way tougher than Cornell. Let me tell you that. So that I enjoyed. And the maths courses that they gave us were so amazingly well structured, really, that they started off from nothing and exponentially complex hote gaya mamla. Beautifully structured maths courses. At least for us chemists, what they used to teach us. I don't know about the maths guys, but you know, it starts off with nothing. And before you know it, you're doing Fourier transforms. Yes. And so मैं आज तक non-linear differential equations के boundary conditions के बारे में तुम्हें कुछ नहीं बता, क्योंकि मैंने वो 3 क्लास मिस कर दिए और उसमें मेरे को B+ मिल गया था. So anyway, but I enjoyed it. I had a great guide who gave us freedom to work as we wanted. He's not there anymore. He's moved to ISC Bangalore, Chandrasekharan. And he used to say, okay, I was like, sir, I like to work through the night. He said, that's fine. You work to your pattern, man. I am an early getting up South Indian coffee drinking man does not mean you have to be the same. You just leave a note along with what you've done on your table. I will come and look at it when I come in the morning. And sometime during the day, let's say around lunchtime, we'd have woken up. Then we'll talk. He taught advanced organic chemistry. So, you know, structural. And he would give us open book questions, open book exams, mid-seps. खोल ले, जितनी किताबें खोलने खोल ले बेटा, वो करके दिखा ठीक से. तो ऐसा एक आदमी जिसके अपने काम पे इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है कि वो तुम्हें ओपन बुक एग्जाम दे सकता है, उस आदमी के साथ तो मैंने I loved working with him. The nasty was that there was a nasty. So there was another organic chemist who is also mercifully not there anymore, who decided to teach a course on molecular biology. Okay, very good, because I was interested. So a whole bunch of us decided to take that course, and he was essentially doing what you're not supposed to do, which is Watson की किताब थी, उससे एक-एक चैप्टर पढ़ा रहा था वो. ठीक है, तो वो भी सीख रहा था और हम भी सीख रहे थे, essentially. सच बताऊं तेरे को, तो किताब है मेरे पास, मैं चैप्टर पढ़ ले तो तेरे क्लास में जाने की क्या जरूरत है. ये 4th सेमेस्टर में था, जब प्रोजेक्ट भी चल रहा था, तो पूरी रात प्रोजेक्ट में काम करते थे, और ये आदमी सवेरे 8:30 बजे के लेसन लेता था. Or I have missed more breakfast than I have made in IITK. Let me tell you that, frankly. I'm not an early riser. So, except for Sunday, parathe milte the. I don't know if that's still the case, but we used to get excellent aloo ke parathe on Sunday. So, anyway, I missed his classes. I topped the first mid-sem. I topped the second mid-sem. Because clear हो गया था ना मेरे को कि तो किताब से पढ़ा रहा है यार, किताब पढ़ ले, जाके उसका क्वेश्चन दे देगा आंसर. अब उसकी ईगो पे लग गई. और एक दिन 12 बजे करीब मेरे दरवाजे में खटखट, मैंने खोला तो मेरे 2 बैचमेट्स हैं. राहुल तू चले जा. मैं कहाँ जाऊं? तू डिपार्टमेंट जा, वहां नोटिस बोर्ड पे एक नोटिस लगा, वो पढ़ ले पहले तू चुपचाप. अच्छा, मैं गया, वहां नोटिस बोर्ड पे लिखा था, Mr. Rahul Ram, second year MSc chemistry, is not allowed to sit for the final exam in this Falana course, as his preparation for the course is deemed insufficient by me. Signed, Falana. अब सोच ले, 4th सेमेस्टर है, मेरे को कॉर्नेल में एडमिशन मिल गई, मैं जाने वाला हूं, पर अगर मेरे को डिग्री ना मिले मैं नहीं जा पाऊंगा. So you know, it was just a power game. And I went to his lab to meet him. You know, finally what happened, he kept me latkawing for 2 days. And then he said, you will teach these 2 chapters to the class tomorrow. तो मेरे लिए तो और भी अच्छा है यार. When you have to teach something, then you understand it better than if you are taught something. And वो भी उतना ही पढ़ के सिखा रहा था जो मैं करने वाला. तो इनफैक्ट मैंने पढ़ाया और वाह, I topped the course again. But these are the negative things that, you carry back that bitterness for a long. So that was the good and bad. IIT was really lots of fun for me. Lots of hard work, but lots of great friendships. In fact, my IIT chemistry batch, we still have a WhatsApp group growing with about 8 of us on it. So, we're lifelong friendships. And then Cornell was a completely different experience. कॉर्नेल में जाके मैंने अपने एडवाइजर से बोला, सर देखो ऐसा है कि इंडियन एजुकेशनल सिस्टम ऐसा है कि क्योंकि मैंने साइंस किया है, मैंने क्लास 10 के बाद कोई भी सोशल साइंस कोर्स नहीं किया है, तो आप कृपया मुझे करने दें। कर ले। तो मैंने सोशल साइंस में कोर्सेज किए, मेरे को बड़ा मजा आया। मैंने इकोलॉजी किया क्योंकि अगेन द वे द आवर सिस्टम इज सेट अप दैट इफ आई टुक केमिस्ट्री इन college, there was no biology. So I had essentially no biology except for that infamous molecular biology course. So I did a lot of ecology, which I enjoyed. I heard music from all over the world, which was great. I met people from all over the world, which was also great. I saw snow for the first time. It snows like 6 months of the year at Cornell. So high up now, it's like 250 kilometers north of miles north of New York City. So it's up there near the Canadian border, and there are lakes there. So it's a high snow area. पहली बार snow हुआ ना, तो यार, I had never seen snow till then. दिल्ली का छोरा यार, तो मैं 3 घंटे चला हूँ स्नो में, हल्का हल्का स्नो हो रहा है, पच पच करके पानी भी हो रहा है, जूते भीग गए, सारा मुझे भीग गए, frozen feet, but you are enjoying it. ठीक है, अगले दिन साला फिर पड़ा। After 1 week, you were like, oh God, it's going to happen all the time. So I've been like permanently cured of wanting to spend time in snow in my life, having spent 4.5 years at Cornell. But Cornell, yeah, so Cornell taught me lots of things. Cornell was a great place. Cornell was also a place where I realized that I do not want to be in the US for the rest of my life. Because as a university, you're protected. It is the difference between Cornell and working in the US is like the difference between studying in IIT Kanpur and being in Kanpur. कर कुरा के सीख साख के बहुत कुछ लेके मैं वापस आया हूँ. Whether that has influenced my music directly, see, nothing happens that directly. There's no cause and effect. The causality is never direct. Because this is not science. You don't even have to establish a causality. You have to establish the fact that I got interested in a lot of political stuff also at Cornell. But I was doing political stuff even when I was in college. Environmental, So Chipko Andolan ke saath, I spent 3 weeks with the Chipko Andolan. I went to various national parks looking at conflict between conservation and development in college. I've been to groundwater polluted areas in Tamil Nadu. Ambur करके एक जगह है, इसमें बहुत सारी tanneries. So a lot of this was part of, and it just kept developing. As you move on in life, you get more perspectives. You read a lot, you learn a lot, and all of that will ultimately impact. I think all that probably impacts my acid work more than it impacts my Indian Ocean work. But all the music I heard at Cornell really possibly, can influence my bass playing in ways that I'm not able to clearly draw a line of causality. पूरा बदल गया यार. Everything has changed. What do I say? The number of hostels has gone up. हमारे टाइम पे 5 और 1 GH. पुराना वाला जो GH जो उस कोने में है ना. I mean, if you let me, but even that there used to be a restaurant called Red Rose. वो मार्केट में है ना एक रेस्टोरेंट जहाँ खा सकते हो बाहर का खाना, और एक नीलगाय बैठी रहती है पास में. So everything changed, man. Every time I used to go back, I used to be in C109 Hall 4. So I used to go back to look at the door of C109 Hall 4, and now they don't let you in without an ID and this kind of shit. Even with my beard, मैंने यार बुड्ढा हूँ यार, पहले रहता था यहाँ 30 साल पहले, जान दे. अच्छा आप जाने हैं तो देते. So plus there are a lot more eating places, students, हम तो बाहर गेट पे जाते थे डोसा खाने. There used to be a place called Ambi's across the highway. And we used to, I think everybody was so fit in those days that cycling 2.5 or 1.5, 2 kilometers or walking to the gate was no big deal. Now I don't know if people still, I think they still do that, don't they? So, yeah, some of the large grounds have disappeared, which is a little sad. But I have gone and played twice at that sports. पीछे एक एम्फी थिएटर बना हुआ ना कोने में, वो भी नहीं था पहले, और वो उसके आसपास कुछ खाने की जगह भी हैं, वो भी नहीं था पहले. तो ये सब अच्छा हुआ है, बुरा क्या है यार. अच्छा ही लगता है आईआईटी कानपुर वापस जाने में, और वीएच में रहने में मेरे को बड़ा मजा आता है. Because there is a certain, you guys won't realize it, but there's a certain charm to the visitors hostels of these academic institutes. Because we guys stay in these soulless hotels most of the time. Okay, you might think, Taj. Yes, Taj, I agree. It's great to stay in big 5-star hotels and all that. But there is an impersonality to it. There is an anonymity to it. And there is no warmth. Whereas in these places, it's a different life. It's a different glimpse of how things are. And वो छोटा सा वो ₹5 का Mysore sandal soap. So, there are some cute things about staying in these places. So yeah, I love going back to IDK. I had a great time. In fact, I came once even for a students thing, music club, a few years ago, singing an English version of Intaha Ho Gayi Intezar Ki. So yes, yeah, I've been back, and I am going back to Kanpur. Kanpur शहर भी बदल गया है, but that highway has become hell. That it's a highway to hell. I mean, इतनी भीड़. अच्छा रहा है यार, अच्छा ही लगता है आईआईटी कानपुर वापस जाना. One, I would say you're a student. There's still time. Okay? Don't give up on either. And that decision ultimately has to lie with you. कि मैं ये भी जानता हूँ लोगों को जो टेक फील्ड में जाके 20 साल काम करके पैसा बना के रिटायर करके अपने पैशन को फॉलो करते हैं. ये तुम लोगों के पास एक ऑप्शन है जो बाकी दुनिया के पास नहीं है. Think of the good things you have, the capability of doing this. That, like the guy I said who got a 70 lakh package on day one of passing out of IITK. And if he or she decides that, okay, I'll work for 15, 20 years in the corporate life and then finished. Maja aayega. You have the capability and the ability to do this. If you feel that not following your passion, why are you following your career? Because of you or your parents? That's the question you have to ask yourself. I can imagine that to a lot of students, getting into JEE is itself a problem. क्योंकि इसको छोड़ नहीं सकते. Imagine what people will say. What? तू पागल है? JEE में घुस गया यार, IIT top in the world, और तेरी जिंदगी बन गई और तेरे को पेंटिंग करना है? तेरा दिमाग खराब है. यही होगा ना? होगा तो यही. ठीक है, घुस जाओ, कर लो अपना 5 साल, साथ करते रहो. See, as a young person, you have lots of time, frankly, and energy. Like when I was in college, I used to do 6 hours of classes every day, and then take a bus for an hour and a half, go and practice for 4 hours with my band, take a bus 1.5 hours back, come back home, study a bit, eat, go to sleep, and then back again, do the same thing, day after day after day. How do you think the Virender Sehwags of this world went? They got up at 4 o'clock. They left the house at 4:30, took 1 hour to reach the grounds, practiced their ass off till 7:30, went back, did school, and then after school came back to the ground and practiced. किया है ना, और उस उम्र पे हो भी जाती। तो अगर आपको इतना पैशन है, दोनों चलाए रखो, ऑप्शन खुले रखो, काम कर लो, थोड़े पैसे कमा लो, साथ साथ अगर पता लग रहा है कि पैशन फॉलो नहीं किया जा रहा है और माई सोल इज श्रिंकिंग, छोड़ दो ना फिर कॉर्पोरेट दुनिया, ट्राई करो इसको 2 साल, तुम्हारे पास नेटवर्क है, सेफ्टी नेटवर्क है, maybe you won't get back at the same level, maybe you'll get back at a level 2 years junior, how does it matter? It does not matter. You see, the things we think matter. For example, every year I read about kids getting low marks in class 10 or class 12 and committing suicide, right? All of you have heard it. It's the most heartbreaking thing, because why do they think that is so important? 20 years down the road, it doesn't even matter. Nobody cares. Really. You're giving up this for इतनी छोटी सी चीज है यार वो. I wish we could, that's the problem with our educational system. इतना दबा देते ना बच्चों के सर पे, तेरी लाइफ, तेरी जिंदगी बर्बाद हो जाएगी अगर तूने इसमें 90%. कुछ बर्बाद नहीं होता है. ये सिखाना चाहिए यार हमको, really. I think we need to have, don't you guys agree? I mean, you guys are IIT but you know fully the kind of bullshit that goes on in the homes of you, of your friends, of the kind of stupidity that parents do. And it's not that parents don't love you. Parents love you, but parents are caught in a trap of their own. Whether it's a social trap, or whether it is a trap of we are being turned to in order for your life to do better, and so we care about your life. अरे छोड़ना यार, इतना भी क्या है करना, बच्चे को पढ़ने दे, नहीं पढ़ना नहीं पढ़े, इतना नहीं करना चाहिए कि मार देते हैं अपने आप को बच्चे. This is stupid. IIT Kanpur में भी used to have amongst the highest suicide rates in educational institutes, where I'll tell you my take on that is that every single kid who gets into IIT is a topper in their school. Okay? Now suddenly you're surrounded by toppers. Every child around you is a topper. अब टॉपर में कोई टॉपर होगा, टॉपरों का टॉपर, जैसे कहते हैं ना चोरों का चोर, तो टॉपरों का टॉपर होगा, और टॉपरों के बीच में कोई किसी को मिलेगी कम जीपीए. अरे छोड़ना यार, इतना भी क्या है, घुस गए वही बहुत बहुत बड़ी चीज है. अब करो अपना काम, इट्स ओके, इट डजंट मैटर. People actually they think they're being judged, whereas most people don't give a damn. And you should have that attitude. This is not just my thing. It is my thing to everybody in general in IITK. And whether you are interested in fine arts or not, and etc., etc., do not give too much of a damn about what other people think of you. Really, it doesn't matter. सब ठीक हो जाता है बाद में. तो conviction, I know it's a difficult word to apply to an 18 or 19-year-old, and it's not a fair word to apply. Courage of your convictions, because I had no convictions when I was 18 or 19, frankly, because you're still learning every day new stuff. Your worldview is expanding, it's changing. You're vibrant, you're full of ideas. Let it grow. दूसरों की एक्सपेक्टेशन में अपनी जिंदगी को मत जियो, मैं तो ये बोलूंगा बस. और अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशंस को सीमित रखो, पॉसिबिलिटीज को इन्फिनिट रखो, पर ये मत कहो कि अगले साल, there used to be a guy who used to manage me. He said, I want to make my first million before I'm 30. So I asked him, why? He had no answer. Why do you want to make your first million before you're 30? क्या उखाड़ लेगा तू उससे? You're not going to take it with you. तो क्या है ये कैसी ambition है? And so you're like, okay. So I forced him to do a rethink. So have your own expectations, have your own ambitions. Don't worry about what the world says. It's okay. हो जाएगा. अब अपनी जिंदगी तू अपनी जिंदगी जी ले सिमरन. ये है मैसेज टू आईआईटी कम्युनिटी कि आपको जो जो करना है जिसमें आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं पहले अपने आप को खोजो. बहुत होता है कि आईआईटी जेई में तो घुस गया मगर गलती से घुस गया. मतलब सेंस की कर रहा था क्योंकि सब कर रहे थे और घुस गया. So some people are made for it, some people are not made. See, what I tell IITians is that देख तू केमिकल में घुसा है अपने रैंक के कारण. तेरे को केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग नहीं करनी थी. तो ये मत सोच कि तेरी लाइफ कॉलिंग है वो तेरी रैंक की कॉलिंग है. That's what people outside IIT don't understand, that 95% of IITians are in subjects they do not want to be in. That their subject has been assigned to them by their bloody rank. So how are you supposed to have passion for a subject that was assigned to you by rank? It's okay if you acquire it. It's like an arranged marriage, that you will fall in love with your wife or your husband or whatever. ठीक है, अगर हुआ तो हुआ, पर नहीं हुआ तो हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. ये मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास. ये लेके चलो, खुश रहोगे.